Good day, class. Today we are going to discuss a topic that requires a really practical skills needed in a dressmaking. So our topic for today is about tools and materials in drafting a pattern of a pencil skirt. We are going to discuss the tools and materials that are needed in making a pencil skirt. So before we start our lesson, we are going to have an activity. So an activity is a picture. You are going to identify or to familiarize these tools and equipment. So are you familiar with these pictures that I've shown? Okay, so these pictures are pattern paper, L square, tape measure, French curve, meter stick, hip curve, pencil and scissor. These are the tools and equipment that are needed in drafting a pencil skirt. Next, we're going to discuss our objectives. So at the end of the lesson, 98% of the students are expected to A. Identify the tools and materials needed in drafting a pencil skirt pattern and describe the step-by-step process of a pattern making. So B. We're going to demonstrate the correct use of pattern making tools and materials by working in pairs to draft a basic pencil skirt following the given measurements and procedures. Then lastly, we're going to create and present a short video showing the step-by-step process of making a pencil skirt pattern, highlighting proper techniques, accuracy, teamwork during activity. So these objectives are to be met within our lesson for today. So let's start our discussion. So the tools and materials in drafting a pattern of pencil skirt. So when you think of the tools and materials, so what do you think are the tools and materials that are needed in making a pencil skirt? Okay, these are the materials. First is the pattern paper. So it is a large sheet brown paper which is used to draft the pattern. So this is where you're going to draft your pattern. You're going to use a pattern paper, or even if you don't have a pattern paper, you can use a manila paper as an alternative. Next is a tape measure. So a tape measure is really essential to have an accurate body measurements. Next, L square. A 60-inch flexible tape is essential for accurate body measurements, especially in your waist, hips, and in length. So it is usually used for a straight line or a 90 angle in making a pattern. Next, a French curve. So it is used for shaping the waistline and other smaller curves. So French curve is usually used in around small curves like a neckline, an armhole, or even in your waistline sometimes. Next is a meter stick for drafting long straight lines like the center, front, back. It is more used to draw a straight lines, a long straight line. Next, a hip curve, specially shaped roller necessary for drafting the curve, especially in your hip. So a hip curve, from the word itself, hip, it is used to pattern your or to draw a hip to your hemline. Then next, pencil. So a pencil is used to draw your pattern. It is recommended for high precision, erasable, and thin drafting lines. Then, scissors. So a dedicated pair of scissors for cutting paper. So after you draft your pattern, of course, you're going to cut your pattern. So we are done with the tools and equipment that are needed in making a pencil skirt. Next is the steps. First is to measure your waist, hip 1, hip 2, and the desired total length. So you're going to measure all of that. The waistline, the hip 1, the hip 2, and your desired length of your skirt. Next is to create a rectangle based on your hip measurement. Hip plus is and length. The the third one is to mark of your waist measurement plus 1 inch for a dart and of your hip measurements at the hip line. Then connect these points using a hip curve ruler. Then create a 1 inch. You're going to have a 1 inch wide, 4-inch long dart on the front panel and slightly longer, wider darts on the back panel for shaping. Then in step 6, we're going to tape the skirt inward at the hem by 1.5 inches on both sides, blending this line up to the hip line. Step 7, add 1 inch for the allowance at the waist and 1 inch at the sides and 1.5 to 2 inches at the hem. It is used to have an allowance so that when your skirt is not fit, you can still use the allowance so that it will fit your body. Step 8, for a functional pencil skirt, add a 2-inch extension at the center back, extending from the bottom up to about 6 to 8 inches for a walking bend. Then step 9, cut the front on the fold and the back in 2 pieces to accommodate a zipper and vent. So we have here a video and I'm going to show to you this video on how to make a pattern.
Hello, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be drafting a pencil skirt. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you're ready, let's get started. For a
Okay,
pencil skirt,
so next we're going to have an activity. So I'm going to pair the students into two and they will make a draft of a pencil skirt pattern. And after that, they will create a creative video about how to draft a pencil skirt and pass it next meeting. So they're going to present um, the video that they're going to make in making a pattern. But first, you are going to do the pattern here in the classroom. Then after this class is done, you're going to create a video of it. Next, we have here the rubrics that are needed in measure or to grade your work in the video. We have here criteria, instructional clarity, creativity and engagement, technical quality and collaboration, and then we have the scoring, which is excellent, proficient, developing, needs improvement, with a total score of 20. Then quiz time. So I'm going to send a Google link, and this Google link will lead into a your quiz. So this is the Google form that I sent. First, you're going to put your name and your course and year and section. First is we're going to have a multiple choice, which is 20-point item, 1 point each. After the multiple choice, we have the true or false, which is 5 items and 1 point each. Then lastly is an identification, which 2 points each, 5 items. So after you're going to send or to answer the quiz, make sure to send a screenshot that you're done. So that would be all. Thank you for listening.